This is Zhou Qing, a senior software engineer in Alibaba Cloud Intelligence. And today the topic is quick start for Nginx Web Server upon Alibaba File Storage, NAS and ACK. So let's get started. The idea of this topic is pretty simple. We deploy a website on Alibaba Cloud. We can look at this solution architecture. Want to deploy a website onto Alibaba Cloud, so we need to have a VPC network. And then inside VPC, we create a ACK cluster, which hosts a bunch of container pods, and inside which we have Nginx Web Servers. And then we link the pods with Alibaba File Storage NAS, which is a highly scalable cloud file system, and it can share it between all the pods. And we have another maintenance path, which is ECS, and we mount this NAS mount point, and then we modify the website resources through this ECS. With this architecture, you can scale out and scale in automatically. And then here are the basic procedures. We create NAS, create ECS, and upload website files into NAS, and we create an ACK, and then we create an Nginx Web Server on ACK and link NAS with the Nginx. And then we do a test through the web browser to access this website. Then we modify the website files on ECS, and then we check the website and to see the updates. And we also show the scale out and scale in demo. So here is the first step. We are going to create a NAS file system and mount endpoint. And so first of all, we go to NAS console, which is nasnext.console.arwin.com/overview. And when we go to the NAS console, first of all, we go to the file system list, do this demo on Shanghai region. So first of all, we select Shanghai region, and then we click create file system, general purpose NAS, and then choose Shanghai region, and let's choose zone E, choose the NAS performance, which performs better, and then protocol is NFS. All the other ones, in the VPC we use a switch, which is SMB1. Click all agreements, and then by now close it, and we click refresh. Now this 3EFF-A4AE9 is our newly created file system. We name it Nginx demo. And we click here, choose the mount target, and we can see that the mount target is the mount endpoint is automatically created. Now we're going to create the ECS. We go to the ECS.console.arwin.com/home. So the target region is Shanghai, so we go to Shanghai, and then we click here. And here we show the wizard, and we choose pay as you go, choose the random one, and choose share. So here I just choose CentOS as demo, and here we're going to choose Ultra Disk, which is cheaper, it's HDD. And here we can actually add a NAS file system, which is the one we just created, the Nginx NAS demo NAS, and we mount it into NAS. /mount and F34 and next. We assign a public IP address to it. And we select security group. Let's choose the last one. And click next. And we can choose the password type and type password plus demo ACS. Next and next, and then click the terms of service and create instance. That's it. We go back to console. Okay, now it's in running state. So we go to a terminal, and then we try to SSH to that machine. Click yes. Type the password again. Now it works. So now the next thing is, so we can see that the NAS file share is mounted. And we go to MNT. Okay. Now inside /MNT folder, we create an index.html file, which is a website. And we do this, and you can see, like in MNT we have index.html file, and we cat index.html file. You can see a test index page for Nginx NAS demo. And so the next step is to create a container service, create an ACK. So now we own cs.console.arduino.com, and here we go to the overview, then we go to clusters, we click create Kubernetes NAS demo ACK. The region is Shanghai, and we choose all the vSwitch to ensure high availability of the cluster. Scroll down and keep everything as default. We click next. We choose a general purpose type, G5, just any type you want. And so system disk, we can use ultra disk. The minimum is 40 gigs. Login type is put some password. Then next. Keep everything as default and click next. Then click create cluster. You need to click this accept terms of service and then click create cluster. Alright. Now we jump to the creating cluster page. Just wait for about 10 minutes to let it finish. Now we can see that this Nginx NAS demo ACK is ready. Let's go into it. We go to connection information. Now we're going to basic information. And here we need an EIP to initialize Cloud Shell. We click create EIP. And this one is pay as you go. Shanghai. Name is Nginx NAS demo EIP. Then we click buy now. Click activate now. We go to Shanghai on this VPC console. We can see here the Nginx NAS demo EIP is created. And here we click refresh and go back to CS console. We click refresh, and here we can see this new EIP. Click OK. Click this button. We'll create text like this and replace the server with our endpoint. And we copy this into here. You can see that we created a CNFS NAS file system for this cluster. Now we use this command to see the details of this container network file system. So the next thing is to create a PV. We have a text here, and we copy this section, create PV section. Notice that nothing we need to change. Go here in Cloud Shell, copy, run, and then something created. And then next step is to create PVC. Copy here, and PVC is created. Then the next step is to close Cloud Shell, go to volumes and persistent volumes. Now we see there's a NAS here. And we go to storage classes. We can see this one. See, these two are things we just created. This thing we just created. So after creating PV and PVC, we need to add a step, which is copy this PV volumes thing and put it. We see that we have a new NAS folder, and we need to move the index file into the newly created NAS folder. And after that, we created. The next step is to create Nginx. The next step is deployment. So we go to deployments and create Nginx NAS, and then click next. And select image. Search for Docker images, Nginx, and select it. Click OK. And we scroll down in the volume section. We click add PVC, cloud storage. We select the VPC we just created, and container path is user share Nginx HTML. Then we click next. So since we click create, we add a port mapping. Name is HTTP. Port is 80. Container port is 80. Now click create. Ingresses, click create. Let's add a domain, full.bar.com. We choose the service, Nginx NAS SVC, and click create. We choose scaling. The minimum IP card is 2. Then we click create. Once here the container creating becomes green, we can check the website. Okay, now the pod is running. Pods are running. We go to X method, and we find this endpoint host to add a mapping. bar.com. And after that, now when we go back to fullbar.com, you can see that the whole web page is shown. And next, we're gonna make some change to this HTML file. Let's see. We refresh the full.bar.com. You can see the newly updated HTML result. That's it for today for the introduction. Thank you.